and welcome to my channel where I make dishes inspired by some of my favorite video game characters. Today's dish is inspired by Morgana from Persona 5. How can we forget about our trusty side cat throughout Persona 5? He's always there for you with guidance, information on the metaverse, and of course, he's always there to tell you to go to bed. I won't lie that Morgana is not my favorite character at all points in Persona 5, as I remember getting annoyed with him for some of his actions later in the game, but I ultimately look at Morgana fondly, and I think he's a pretty strong mascot character. I also heavily relied on Morgana when I was playing Persona 5 to be my healing character, and he saved me plenty of times. I love the idea that Morgana guides us in real life and in the metaverse, and how outside of the metaverse, he just looks like a normal cat. It would definitely take me out of it if he had that big and cartoony getup in real life, and seeing his cute little cat head sticking out of Joker's bag as he runs around Tokyo was such a treat. He also cracked me up so much in Dancing in Starlight because his little moves were just so adorable. Anyone who has played Persona 5 knows that Morgana is obsessed with sushi. He is particularly obsessed with fatty tuna sushi. I know that a lot of this probably comes from the fact that he is a cat, and cats usually adore fish. I also love Morgana's white and black color design, and his little mask and yellow scarf. With all of that combined, I ended up making an ahi tuna sushi bowl for Morgana that will make Morgana's mouth water. Here's what you'll need to make your own. 1 pound of ahi tuna steaks, soy sauce, rice wine vinegar, honey, ginger, garlic, sesame oil, furikake seasoning, peanut oil, green onions, sesame seeds, and white rice. For the serving sauce itself, you'll need hoisin sauce, soy sauce, rice wine vinegar, and sesame oil. You'll start by preparing a marinade for the ahi tuna to boost its flavor. 2 of the ingredients for the marinade will need to be grated, so we'll do that first. You'll first grab at least 3 cloves of garlic and peel them. Grate them then until it turns into a paste, and then add the garlic to a medium bowl. Next, you'll grab some fresh ginger and peel off the skin. You'll then grate the ginger until you have about 1 teaspoon's worth, and then you'll add the ginger paste into the same medium bowl. While you're doing prep, you can also wash and slice your green onions, saving the green ends for later. We'll then add the rest of the marinade ingredients to that medium bowl. You'll add in a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon of honey, and a 1/2 teaspoon of sesame oil. Whisk the sauce until everything is well incorporated, and then grab your ahi tuna steaks. Pat the tuna dry with paper towels, and once dry, add into the bowl with the marinade. Turn and rotate to make sure that all sides of the tuna become coated with the marinade, and then let the tuna marinate for at least 15 to 20 minutes while you finish some other prep. You'll next start cooking your white rice. Wash and rinse about 2 cups of white rice and then cook on your stovetop or in a rice cooker. You'll then grab a shallow bowl or a plate and add in 3/4 cup of furikake seasoning, which is just about a standard 70-gram container. When your tuna has finished marinating, remove it from the bowl and let any excess liquid drip down. You'll press all sides of the tuna into the seasoning and then set onto a separate plate. We'll head over to our stovetop and start heating a skillet or cast iron pan on medium-high heat with about 2 tablespoons of peanut oil. When the oil and surface is warm, you'll sear the tuna on the first side for around 60 to 90 seconds until the outside becomes a nice golden brown. You'll then flip the tuna and sear the other side for 90 more seconds. At this point, you'll remove the tuna from the heat and put it onto a cutting board. You'll let the tuna rest for at least 2 to 3 minutes. At this time, we'll quickly whip up our serving sauce. In a small bowl, we'll add in 4 tablespoons of hoisin sauce, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, 4 teaspoons of rice wine vinegar, and 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Whisk it all up until smooth, and then around this time, your tuna should be cool enough to slice. Slice the tuna into thin slices, and you'll see the absolutely gorgeous inside color. To serve, we'll scoop our cooked rice into a serving bowl, then top with our tuna slices. We'll drizzle everything with our serving sauce, and then garnish with some green onions and sesame seeds and serve. I am so obsessed with this dish. It's so incredibly easy, fresh and flavorful. It all comes together so quickly and easily, and flavor and texture is not at all sacrificed in the process. The fish has such a rich taste within from the marinade, and the delicious texture of the furikake seasoning on the outside is so enjoyable. The sauce has a beautiful umami touch to help elevate not only the fish, but the fluffy white rice, so every single bite from the bowl is a fun journey. This dish is definitely going to enter my weekly rotation and makes me feel like a fancy chef in my own home kitchen. I can just see those big yellow stars in Morgana's eyes as he smells and sees this bowl. "My fatty tuna!" he'd yell, and a meow or purr might even escape from his mouth. Morgana might be a super helpful guide cat for the Phantom Thieves, but if anyone wanted to try and take a bite of this bowl, he'd hiss and run away with it. Morgana obviously wouldn't make this. He'd have to get it from a restaurant, food stall, or from Sojiro's kitchen. He'd feel cursed that he'd have to go with a human like Joker or An and couldn't just stroll in to grab his own. From time to time, when Sojiro is in a good mood, he'd whip this up for Morgana and set it on the floor for him to watch his cute little cat body devour it. Food brings everyone together, just like how cats do, and like how Morgana does for everyone around him. The recipe card is in the video description if you'd like a more quick and concise version to give it a try. Like if you want a bite, subscribe for more geeky treats, and comment what foods Morgana reminds you of. Thanks for following along.